Essayist for Parade magazine, a fellow Clevelander. Please welcome Connie Schultz, everybody. Connie Schultz. We got the Price is Right models. That was the beautiful Manuela Arbelais, and we had Amber Lancaster.
Like having all of our daughters around. We have 3 daughters around their ages.
How about that? Do they all dress up?
All like that every day. Every single day.
The senator allows that?
Yeah, the senator has no say.
The senator has no say. Connie is famously married to a senator from Ohio, Sherrod Brown.
Yes.
What's that like? Because you're a columnist and you have an opinion of your own. And
yes, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, and like, you know, then you have the senator guy in the House.
Well, people often ask me what it's like to be married to a senator, and I can only tell you what it's like to be married to Sherrod. And, you know, I have a lot of fun with Sherrod, so I'm not going to get into the details on that. I just realized how that sounded.
Well, you know, he's a Democrat, so it won't matter.
Oh.
Your audience is going to forgive you no matter what you say.
That is right.
Now, you guys met when you wrote a column about him when he was a...
No. I never interviewed him. He hates when I say this, but it's true. If I'd ever interviewed him, I would never have gone out with him. I never covered him. I had just started. I was at the Plain Dealer in Cleveland.
Right.
Your hometown newspaper.
There's a little paper called the Cleveland Plain Dealer.
Largest paper in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, it's a little paper.
And I had just started writing a column for them after being there for 8 years, and he sent me an email, totally sucking up.
Oh, I thought it was about him.
No, I know you would think that because it's a politician, but it really wasn't. It wasn't about him at all. It was, I think, about my dad's lunch pail, because I had written about, my first column was that I come from the working class.
Right. Me too. Yeah.
And my dad worked for CEI, Cleveland Electric.
I come from the part-time working class, actually.
Oh. Well, you grew up in Old Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
And I grew up in Ashtabula, a little town east of Cleveland.
Yeah.
So,
that's like if you're from LA saying you grew up in Covina.
It is not. Where was I? Oh, anyway.
How you met Sherrod Brown?
So I had written about my father's lunch pail because I wish he could find it. It was when he had just left the CEI, and I wanted it because I wanted to have it next to my computer because I was the first in my family to go to college.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, so that's what Sherrod was reading, but it wasn't about him.
Oh, I thought that. And now, what did you tell your girlfriends? Like, oh, this senator guy, this congressman guy wrote me.
Well, I've been a long-time single mom for about 10 years. He'd been a single dad for 18, and when I first got an email, I sent it to my best friend, Jackie Casera, and she read it, and she sent me an email, and she says, honey, this is my horse, and he's going to win. And
really?
we married less than 2 years
Was it a kind of email like, hey, let's get together, I'm a big fan of you, we'll go out?
No, not at all. He just said,
hey, baby, I'm a senator. Was that the
Yeah, actually, you've never met him, have you?
No, I never.
Yeah. Let me just say your hair's a lot neater than his. Your whole thing is
I've totally seen pictures and stuff.
Yeah, so no, he wasn't like that at all. But he compared me to a writer that I wrote nothing like.
Who's that?
Barbara Kingsolver. I love her, but I don't write like her. Yeah.
Really?
But here's what I loved
Barbara
about it.
Kingsolver, he compared you to?
Because he had just read a book because of his daughters. But here's what I loved about it.
Bible?
Yes. We just read that book. You've read that?
Yeah, I'm a Barbara Kingsolver fan.
I am impressed.
That's right.
But here's what he did. He signed it. You'll appreciate this because you know how we are, our people. We don't want a lot. You don't like a lot of show and flim flam. All he wrote was Sherrod Brown, Lorain, Ohio. He didn't sign that he was a member of Congress.
Oh,
I knew who he was.
Hey, one more election, boom! You never know what's going to happen in the politician business.
You keep hoping.
No, he's great. I'm a really big fan of his.
Thank you.
Now,
Me too.
From Cleveland. I want to show you this guy. Remember this guy?
This was the guy. My mom said, if you know any boy who watches the show, you can't date him. That's who that guy is. The Ghoul.
Yeah, this guy. His name was the Ghoul.
He was great.
Yeah, he was a late movie show host in Cleveland, Ohio. He hosted a late night movie show
in the early '70s.
Yeah, and there was a guy named Goulardi that was right before him.
Right, who came out this way.
Right, and we're about the same age. So like
yes,
our older brothers and sisters watched Goulardi. We watched The Ghoul.
Yes.
Goulardi ended up moving out here. The Ghoul took over. Crazy, right? You would always watch The Ghoul.
You remember what he did with the frog? He would do these crazy things with a stuffed frog. Now, think about this. I'm a teenage girl. And I like scary movies because my mom, but we're watching it. He would take this stuffed frog, put it in a blender. Do you remember that?
Yes.
With and then act like he's chopping it up. Isn't that hilarious? And you loved him, didn't you?
I love The Ghoul.
See,
I love The Ghoul.
You can see kind of how we turned out the way we did.
Is it true? Now, is it true we went to Kent State at the exact same time?
We did, and I don't think we ever met. But you were a Greek guy, right? You were in a frat.
I was in a fraternity. Well, the fraternities at Kent State were like, there was 16 people in my fraternity. That was the most we ever got up to.
But you started
it wasn't a big scene.
Fall of '75, right?
Yeah.
I heard that's when I started, and I was editor of the Daily Kent Stater before I left. So we were not crossing paths because I was a journalism.
No. Did you cover the any of the?
Oh yeah, every year.
The tear gas thing. I got tear gas while I was at Kent State because Kent State is where the horrible shooting happened in the 1970s.
Right.
This is 75, only
Right.
5 years later, but it seemed like an eternity at that age.
Weren't you?
You know?
Were you scared at all about? Did your mom have any concern about you going to Kent State, having been a place where they had shot kids?
No, because like it was 5 years ago, and that when you're 18 years old, that's like when you were 13. It's forever ago.
Were you the first in your family to go to college?
No, my older brother went to college.
Okay.
He did a little better than I was thrown out twice.
I know. I wasn't going to bring that up.
You got a degree in journalism, right?
Yes.
And all that stuff.
Yeah.
My first year at Kent State, I got academically dismissed.
What happened?
I never went to class. I partied all the time. You never went to Ray's Place, the Loft?
I went to Ray's Place.
The Loft, all those places?
I studied, though, too.
No, never did that. And then I went back to school, got kicked out again, academically dismissed again.
What happened that time?
Just partied all the time, I was going to go to class, but then I got high. Then I got high. That was like that the whole time I was in school. I never had a drink. Never had a drink, anything before I went to college.
Oh,
and then
so you kind of...
by the first month, I was like, that was me all over the place. And Kent State, do you remember MMS? They used to play those songs.
Well, I understand we have a different memory of this. I always remember Bruce Springsteen coming on Fridays. I was on
Friday at 5 o'clock. That's exactly what happened, yeah.
This is great. In the warm weather, this is college, right? This is Kent State. But I remember the enrollment at Kent State was bigger than my small town population. Scared out of my mind when I first started there.
Really?
Yeah. But there's Bruce Springsteen, and we would put the speakers out the windows, remember?
This radio station would play these songs like at 5 o'clock. They'd play 3 songs in a row, and every kid in the world in that area would just put their speakers in the window and blare it.
Yep.
Hey, listen. Sorry, I'm seriously going to. We got to do this really quick, okay? Now, because I'm the host of Price is Right, and you're our guest, right?
Yes.
Well, everybody in the audience has a name tag on.
Yes.
I have my name tag right here.
Why aren't you wearing yours? Because I had to wear mine.
This is mine. I'll put it on right now.
Thank you.
Now, we have a little pricing game for you to play while you're here. You up for that?
I
Since you're on the show? We have a little pricing game? George, what are we going to play for?
Well, Drew, right now here comes the beautiful Rachel and Manuela with tonight's fabulous prize that everybody in the audience has a shot for. It's the Tassimo T47 Home Brewing System, featuring a telephone beverage in about a minute. Could be less, could be a little more. Enjoy lattes, cappuccinos, and hot chocolate in the comfort of your own home with the Tassimo T47. How can a clam cream in a clean cream can with this fabulous brewing system?
Thank you, George. And along with the coffee maker. Now, if you get this right, everybody in the audience is going to get this. Everyone in the audience is also going to receive 2 varieties of T-Disc coffee packages.
This is so
T-Disc coffee
unfair.
packages. Everyone in the audience, you'll get one. Everyone in the audience gets it. We say that this is $150. Is the actual retail price higher or lower than $150? Lower? Are you sure? Are you sure it's lower?
Wait. I have a question.
Yes.
So, if most of the people are holding their fingers up, is that right? Your thumbs up? Then I get to blame you if oh, no, you're not?
What do you think?
Lower.
Lower. It is.